Okay. I'm getting used back to my old rhythm, bro. I don't like that.
What are you doing, Ellie? What are you doing, Ellie? She's using her monkeys.
Yo? There we go.
Someone was down in the Jeep. The Jeep.
We don't have a Jeep,
Not
Mom.
yet. Supposed to be getting one.
Getting frame perfect valves. What the skibbity? Okay, not frame perfect, but like good enough. Helicopter. Fine. I don't want to be looking up or using fucking camera. I hate that wall slide. I hate all these flick jumps. Why does flick jumps have to be a real thing?
And then he left. And I'm still confused to this day. But I'm gonna be honest. Locker rooms weren't all that bad. Because sometimes you'd walk in that hole and they would just be throwing a party. Now, it still smells like ass. And there was literally no females, but it was still kind of lit. Like, you'd walk in there and it would transform into the club. Shout out my Lego, there's me. I'm in this bitch with TP. I'm in this bitch with track. Or you'll walk in there and they'll just be giving out free pizza. Like walking into the locker room is a gamble. You might walk in there and get robbed, or Or you'll get some fucking pizza, I don't know. But what I do know is there's only 10 types of dudes in the locker room. Starting with that one kid who must have thought it was the 1800s the way he was whipping motherfuckers. Next, we got the poor guy who's just trying to change. He's quiet, he's normal, and he changes. It's a locker room, so it makes sense. Then we got that one poor soul who gets absolutely cooked by the entire locker room. Yo, why is Kevin built like Mike Wazowski? Bro's got no neck. We're stick men. None of us have necks. Shut up. You skip neck day. He skips neck day. Next, we got Bob. Bob's just that guy that casually takes his shirt off, and he's built like Giga Chad. Like, shit. Fucking sexy ass Bob. And I don't know why, but there was always that one guy who thought it was a good idea to just whip his nuts out. Unprovoked, uncalled for, completely out of pocket. Like, what do you look like with your nuts out in a room with 30 half-naked sweaty dudes? Like, personally in that situation, I'm keeping my balls in my boxers. Thank you very much. And bro, tell me why there was always one kid who was just dousing himself in Axe spray. And it's always the mustiest motherfucker doing it too. Like, who's gonna tell him that Axe spray doesn't replace taking showers, bruh? And I don't know about your locker room, but for mine, there was always a dude eating. Like, out of all the places on earth, why are you eating in the locker room? Like, for some reason, there's something about eating around a bunch of dudes in their boxers that just doesn't sit right with me. I mean, simply by bringing that sandwich into the locker room makes it contaminated. That sandwich will be tasting like wet dog and Axe spray. And next, we got the kid who just makes as much noise as humanly possible. Shut the fuck up. And then there's that one dude who decides he's having a shower. And all power to that guy, but personally, there is no fucking way I'm showering in school. Like, I can't trust this little door to stop these menaces from breaking into my shower. Cause remember, there's no laws in the locker room. Like, it's no jail, but I'm sure if you drop the soap in there, you're gonna get violated. And of course, you got the fiend. There's always a dude fiending for a vape in every locker room. And it's low-key worse in the locker room than the bathrooms. Like, these locker room fiends would do a little bit too much for some nicotine. I've seen them pay $5 for a single hit, and fuck, I don't want to know what they'll do for a hit when they run out of money. And still, I'm not gonna lie, the high school bathrooms get wild. They'll be hotboxed, there'll be fight clubs, but the thing about the bathrooms is a teacher can walk in at any time and get every student suspended. Like, even the poor kid taking a piss will probably get suspended just by association, which is exactly why the high school locker rooms get so fucking rowdy, because there's truly no teacher strong enough to stop the buffoonery that goes on in these locker rooms. So they don't even try. Shit, I don't care if your teacher is John Cena. There is no single man who can put a stop to the fuck shit that goes down in the locker rooms. But there is one thing that can: a female. As a broke stick man like myself, I spent my fair share of time on the bus. And if you spend a long enough time on the bus, you will see some weird ass shit. I mean, I remember my first time getting on the bus by myself. I was feeling strong and independent. Next thing I know, a crackhead sits down beside me talking about yabba dabba doo. The world is ending and you're gonna die a painful and lonely death, buddy. And just like that, I went from strong and independent to shitting my pants. Yeah, bro, the bus is just something else. Like, 1 in 10 people who enter the bus are straight gremlins, bro. I'm talking about the gremlins who know the perk is fake, but they still pop it. Now you just gotta sit next to this motherfucker for another 30 minutes while he tells you about the kids in his basement. But to be fair, these gremlins aren't even the worst part of the bus. The worst part of the bus is the energy. You walk in there and everyone just stops and looks at you like they're sizing you up or some shit. And you know who sizes you up the most? The fucking goddamn motherfucking bus driver, bro. These bus drivers are just eternally pissed off. Every time I would get off the bus, I would try and cheer bro up, but they're just like allergic to happiness or some shit. Hey, thank you. Have a great day, man.
Shut your ugly ass up, little boy. I already know you get no bitches with your big ass forehead, no drip having ass with your skinny ass arms. Boy, you're built like a stick man, bruh.
Damn. Hey, bro, there could really only be two reasons why these bus drivers are so mad all the time. Either they had a demon villain origin story where they were abandoned as a child and never shown any form of love until one day. In freshman year of high school, Timmy met Linda. Linda was kind, smart, beautiful, and she paid attention to Timmy when nobody else would. Timmy asked Linda to be his girlfriend, and she said yes. They dated all throughout high school, and they even got into the same university so they could be together forever. Until one day, when Timmy's world was flipped upside down. Timmy found out Tyrone had been laying some mean pipe on Linda this entire time. Everyone in Timmy's school made fun of him. Timmy could not let this slide. So he called out Tyrone to run the ones in front of the entire school. And without a single word, Tyrone winds up and hits Timmy with the meanest left hook any stick man had ever seen, leaving Timmy slept out cold, unconscious, in front of his classmates, his teachers, and even in front of Linda. Cause shit, if that happened to me, I'd be just as mad as Timmy over here. Now, realistically, the only other reason these drivers are so constantly mad would be because the driver's seat secretly has a stick built in. You see, this would explain why the driver constantly has a stick up his ass. I mean, shit, you really can't even blame him for being mad. But still, I'm gonna blame them, cause I know these motherfuckers get pleasure whenever they see me running at full speed trying to make it to the bus stop in time, cause they start stepping on the gas.
Dumbass.
To be honest, there's nothing that leaves you more defeated than when you're sprinting to a bus stop, then that shit just cruises on by and everyone on the bus is laughing at you. Damn. Honestly, at that point, I just give up and go home. But it hits a little bit different when that bus is your only way home. And it was the last bus, cause it's 2 a.m. And now you gotta bunk up with the gremlins on the side of the street, all because that goddamn bus driver had a stick up his ass. Man, summer is just a beautiful season. The sun is shining, the trees are green, and you can stay out with your homies all night. And best of all, you get to sleep in till that shit gets absolutely fucked by the first day of school. And waking up to that first alarm of the school year will have you discombobulated as hell, like, Chains, square doodle mat salami mouse.
What?
You heard me, square doodle mat salami mouse.
Wait,
huh?
What
Really?
the
Key
fuck?
torch claw bosomorph.
man, what the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck? And even though getting out of bed early hurts your soul, it's absolutely necessary you spend at least 5 minutes staring at your wall, contemplating your entire life. And if you're a real G, you laid out your toughest fit the night before, so you're low-key hyped to rock that shit to school. So you throw on your new shoes and flick up for the first day of school. And then you walk over to the establishment where you will not only pursue your educational prowess, but you may also dabble in what some call stunting on these hoes. And man, I will say, linking up with your boys on the first day of school just hits different. Like, I be reuniting with the homies like I didn't just see them 12 hours ago. And we're all happy and shit until the school bell reminds me I just got my ass locked up for another 10 months. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't think I've ever made it to my first class of the year on time. Like, it'll be 9:15.
No!
My dumbass will still be trying to figure out how to make it to room 347 by 8:55. And walking into your first class of the year late has to be one of the most uncomfortable situations you can experience, bro. Because the teacher will be like, oh, and who are you?
Oh, I'm Chains.
Well, Chains, why are you late?
because the bell rang before I got here.
Alright, whatever. We waited for you before we started introductions.
Yo,
Oh,
my
no, you
fucking
shouldn't have. Well,
adrenaline
you're
is
welcome. We just wanted you to feel.
No, like you really shouldn't have. Like I don't want to do this shit.
And tell me why all these teachers have been copy-pasting the same icebreaker games since preschool. Like that one where you have to start with an adjective that starts with the same letter as your name. Like, how do you have a group of legal adults in a circle, awkward as hell, talking about, hi guys, I'm Super Sarah. Hey y'all. I'm Awesome Aiden, and I'm a Marvelous Marvin. Shit, if we don't stop doing these fucking icebreakers, I'm gonna joyfully jump off a cliff. And after we're done grinding out icebreakers, these teachers have the audacity to show a whole 50-slide PowerPoint all about them. Like, the fuck? This class is supposed to be the study of math, not the study of your daughter's soccer games, bro. And I'm not even gonna lie, my dumb ass will be out there taking notes, wondering how this 7-year-old's goals per game ratio is gonna help me on my trigonometry test. Then just as soon as you survive all that bullshit, you gotta go to the next class and do that shit again. And by the time you've learned half your teacher's favorite hiking spots and relationship statuses, you're relieved to hear the lunch bell, only to find out the cafeteria's serving straight ass with a side of booty for lunch. And my standards aren't even high. Like during summer, I was on a seafood diet, as they would say. When I see food, I eat that shit. But when it comes to this cafeteria food, I could even bring myself to smell that abomination they're calling meatloaf. But even though the food was straight dookie, I won't lie, it's kind of nice being back at the lunch table freestyling with the homies. But of course, all good things must come to an end. So the bell rings and I go to depart ways with the homies.
Alright, peace out, man.
Yeah, see you, bro.
Oh shit. Oh, are we going the same way?
Damn, yeah, I guess so.
Alright, peace out for real.
Yeah, see you, bro.
Shit.
Alright, my class is right here.
Bro.
Me too. Oh, shit. Let's go. Alright, class. I'm gonna be taking some attendance. Correct me if I get your name wrong. Jason. Here. Billy.
Yo.
Megan. Present. Chains.
Here.
Charlie.
That's me.
Bob.
No fucking
Bro.
way.
Is there any Bobs in the room?
Yo, do you hear that?
Is that intro music? Does anyone here know a Bob?
Oh,
Man, nothing beats a class where you got all the boys sitting together. Like from the jump, you already know you're all about to fail the fuck out of that shit, but it's gonna be fun as hell. All right, so everyone introduce yourselves and tell us what you did over summer break.
My name's Bartholomew. My name's Bartholomew, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had a pretty rough summer. I mean, I crashed my car, my girlfriend broke up with me, someone robbed my house, my grandma got jumped the other day.
No, bro, not the grandma. You three in the back, disrespectful. And what's crazy about the first day of the school year is how these teachers will act all nice, talking about, it's so lovely to see all your beautiful faces, and it's also nice to see you, Aiden.
Wait. What the fuck?
We're gonna have an amazing, fun year, and guess what? There's no homework today. Knowing damn well they're about to make up for it with twice as much homework tomorrow. Like, they'll for real be handing out kindergarten-ass coloring sheets the first day, and then tomorrow you're getting your ass whooped by some calculus worksheets. And I didn't even talk about the motherfuckers you'll be seeing in the halls on the first day. Like, I don't know what these dudes be going through in those 2 months, but motherfuckers be going from Arthur Kennedy to AK real fast, bro. Oh,
Holy
shit. Is that you, Arthur? Oh, gee. Don't be dropping the government name like that.
Government name? But that's just your first name.
Hey, fam, it's AK.
Aye, man. What you been up to, bro?
Hey, fam, I'm trapping, trying to make it out of the mud, you know?
The
What the mud?
You live in a gated community.
Oh, shit. That's the ops right there, fam. Get down.
The ops? That's just fucking Edward.
Or the way these new freshmen be walking like they're scared a senior's gonna slap the books out of their hands and take their Fortnite V-Bucks gift card. Like, bro, you freshmen are worried about the wrong V card. Like, I don't know why, but the day these kids go from sophomore to seniors, they instantly decide to pull an EDP. Like, bro, you're 18 and she's fresh out of middle school. That's a whole crime. But that's not the only crime motherfuckers be committing on the first day of school. Some dudes be pulling up to school with the most atrocious fits known to man. Like, there's no fucking way you laid out this ramen noodle chicken soup ass fit the night before,
slept on it, then woke up and thought, oh yeah, the hoes are gonna love this one. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you could never catch me wearing the types of fit these motherfuckers be wearing, bro. Like, that shit should have never made it out the closet. Like, I don't condone bullying, but all I'ma say is, your actions have consequences, bro. Speaking of consequences, every year it seems like the rules teachers tell you on the first day keep getting more strict. Like, you'll be walking into the first class of the year all jolly and shit. All of a sudden, you're getting your shit smacked by the longest list of class rules you've ever seen. Hey class, I'm super excited to have you. We're gonna have so much fun this year, but first, I'm gonna go over some of the class rules. Okay,
Holy
so there will
shit.
be no negativity, no phones, no
Just
food,
not
no
so
talking when
dirty
I'm
boy.
talking. Actually, no talking ever, no laughing, no smiling, breathe as quiet as possible, no washroom breaks, and last but not least, no having fun. So yeah, guys, like I said, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun this year. And just like that, man, summer's over and you're back to school. It's possibly one of the worst times of the year. Like, do you really think it's a coincidence that when school starts up, the sun just starts hiding and the leaves start dying? You see what I'm implying? But I will say, one day you might just look back on these times as the good old days and you might just start crying. Halloween is the spookiest time of the year. Everywhere you look, it's vampires, killer clowns, old dudes in white vans trying to steal some children, which are all very scary things, especially killer clowns. But none of these spooky things scare me more than my worst fear. Going to jail, dropping the soap, and getting my booty snatched up. Now that's some real spooky shit right there. And I know some people are going to be thinking, oh, that's just a myth. It's a stereotype. Nobody actually gets their booty snatched up for dropping some soap. But when it comes to my booty, I don't want to fuck around, and I sure as hell don't want to find out. But everyone knows drinking can heavily influence your judgment, and on one specific day, my judgment was affected, and I found myself fucking around. And everyone knows what the chart depicts. The more you fuck around, the more you find out. This story takes place in grade 10. It was a crisp Halloween night. The houses were decorated, the leaves had fallen, and the jackals were lanterned. And as me and Billy walked down to the homie Bob's crib, we could pretty much smell that Halloween spirit. And when we knocked on Bob's door, we were surprised the homie Bob didn't open the door. It was Bob the Builder. Dude was fully suited up from head to toe. And when me and Billy seen that, we already knew we needed some costumes. So we go to Bob's closet and come out absolutely dripping in some Mario and Luigi costumes, mustache and everything. But now that we undeniably had that shit on, we still had yet to find something to do. But lucky for us, the night was still young, so we got to brainstorming. Alright, it's Halloween, bro. We gotta do something. Yeah, let's go find a party. Bet, let me check where they're at. Okay. Yeah, there's no parties, bro. Fuck. I mean, we could trick or treat. Shit, we might have to, bro. And just as three 15-year-olds decided we would knock on strangers' doors asking for candy, our Halloween was looking grim. And not in a good way. But you know what they say. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Because Bob pulls through and sets up a goddamn 3-man mission. And just like that, Halloween goes from an L to a W night. And I thought the homies and I couldn't get more hype, that is, until Bob pulls out a bottle of Hennessy. And you would have thought Peach took the kids the way I was abusing that bottle. And we passed it around until we were all tipsy. Then we started walking to Chloe's house for the little Halloween 3-man. And it was already 9 p.m. at this point, so we're walking through the neighborhood admiring these decorations when we see the creepiest house of them all. It was Chloe's crib. So we walked through a whole graveyard just to knock on the door, and Chloe opens it looking like a whole angel. I mean, like literally, like she had the halo and the wings and shit. So we go up to her room where her two friends Lucy and Mia were, and we sit on her bed. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a little awkward, bro. I was sitting there with my Mario fit, my little mustache, like, so, Chloe, why'd you choose to be an angel? I don't know. I just liked it. Why'd you choose to be Mario? Shit, you know, Mamma Mia, am I right? Shit. Fuck. Then Chloe whips out some tequila and all of a sudden we're playing drinking games and shit. But honestly, I was just trying to get drunk, so it'd be like, haha, drink up. Oh no. Alright, it's your turn. Wait, you're supposed to get it in my cup. What the fuck? And after purposely selling multiple games of tequila pong, I was feeling what some would call completely and utterly drunk as fuck. And next thing I know,
Bro,
we're
that's
playing
me,
spin
bro.
the bottle,
I'm
and
like
I was
in the middle
up, so
of
I
school,
spin the
like, trying
bottle,
to
and
look
it
at
spins
videos,
and
bro.
spins and lands on
Like
Chloe.
half this
And
run,
in my head, I'm
I've just been
thinking,
looking at my
and just
videos.
as Mario's about to get some peaches, we hear the door open downstairs, and Chloe's like, "Oh shit, my parents are home. Hide." So me and the homies run into her closet with
And,
a
like, I'm
bottle of
just
tequila,
relying
and
on
we can
muscle
hear her
memory
dad come into the
to
room.
carry
What's going on up
me,
here?
bro.
Oh, you know, we're just watching scary movies.
All right, I'll be downstairs watching TV. Let me know if you need anything.
Thanks, Dad. And once her dad went
Hey,
downstairs, we
Christina,
all
I can
came out of
take
the
a break.
we exited the
No!
closet. And Chloe
What the
said,
fuck?
"You guys
It
gotta sneak out through the
automatically
front
scared.
door. Just be super quiet." And so we creep down the stairs and peek around the corner, and Chloe's parents are right there with a clear sight of the door. So we know what we have to do. We take a shot for good measure and then run to the door. And my drunk ass couldn't even figure out how to unlock this fucking door.
Hey, who is that?
It's a me, I'm Mario. Then we ran out that
Damn.
joint, and we didn't stop running until I got a call from one of my homies named Dave. He was like, "Yo, what are you doing right now?" "Oh,
No.
nothing really.
Oh,
Just drunk as
I
hell,
missed
running
the
from
link
Chloe's
and
angry
shit,
ass
bro.
dad." "Yo, that's what's up. Come link me and Joe at Stickman Elementary." And we had nothing else to do, so we pull up, and it's Dave, Dave's girlfriend, Joe, and Joe's girlfriend. And they got some couples costumes going, but I couldn't help but notice Dave and Joe were shiestied up. "What are you? If the Simpsons grew up in Chicago?" "Nah, I'm just Homer." "Yeah, but I mean, Homer doesn't usually wear a fucking ski mask." "Oh, yeah, no, I just wore this because we graffitied the hell out of this school." "What? Joe was here and Dave was too? Bro, what the fuck were you thinking?" "What? Oh, you want me to include your name too?" No, hell no." And just as we become guilty by association, 4 cop cars come zooming down the street. "Oh shit, it's the cops, run!" And the cops hop out of their cars and start running at us with flashlights. So we head for the forest, but to get to the forest, we had to run across this long ass muddy field. And in the middle of this field, there was a huge pothole. And how did I know that? Because I seen Marge absolutely eat shit right in front of me. And don't get me wrong, I was absolutely plastered, but as the cops got closer and closer, I could practically see myself getting caught and dropping the soap, and you know I wasn't gonna let that happen. And so with all that adrenaline, I Mario jumped that fucking pothole and hauled ass into the forest. And right when you get into the forest, there was this deep creek with a log going across it. But when I look back, I see the cops' flashlight getting brighter and brighter, so I say fuck it and take a run at this log. I get a good 2 steps and then my drunk ass slips. Boom, right into the muddy creek. But I don't have time to give a single fuck. So I run through this waist-high muddy water, and then we regroup and check who made it. I see Bob, Joe, Dave, and Dave's girl. Yo, where the fuck is Billy? No, where's my girlfriend, bro? Oh, she ate shit a few yards back. Wait, what? Is she okay? Did she get caught? Wait, shut up. Billy's calling. Yo, where are you? I'm hiding behind a tree right now in the middle of the field. The cops are looking for me. I bet we're coming. I gotta go. Fuck no, bro. If you go, you're gonna get caught. Listen, bro, I have to. He's the Luigi to my Mario. So I go back in to save Billy, and my main man Bob comes with me. So we get to the edge of the forest and see Billy absolutely shitting his pants trying to hide from these cops, but they keep getting closer and closer. So Bob turns on his flashlight and both cops look at him.
He's right there. Get over here.
And while the cops were looking for Bob, me and Billy both run for the street, and we ran and ran. But once we were at least 5 blocks away, we text Bob like, "Bro, we both made it. Are you good?" And Bob's like, so Bob makes it out of the forest, and we all link up. And we take a moment to appreciate the fact that none of us went to jail, and more importantly, none of us got our booty snatched up. And after our moment of appreciation, we were like, yo, maybe we should have just went trick-or-treating. Yeah, bro, some Reese's Pieces would hit right now. I mean, it's not too late to buy some candy, so we all go to the store and cop the biggest packs of candy we could find. Then we walk back to Bob's
this
crib
might
and
be
enjoyed
it.
the
This
rest
might be
of our
it.
night
Oh
while
my
fucking
God.
up some Halloween candy.
I can get this off my fucking list on OBS.
Man,
Holy
way
shit.
back when there was a time
Wait, I
when you
just need to
couldn't
get
catch
like a
anyone
130,
under the age
and
of
I get
30
it.
keeping a vape. Until one day at
I
Big
get
House
129
Laboratories, they were
point-
cooking up and made a flavor that would
129.50,
change the game forever. Cotton
129.50,
candy.
this
Now this
is-
revolutionary flavor forced these
This is
grown-ass 30-year-old men
like
to take
that,
a good look in the mirror and ask themselves,
Damn.
What do I look like as a grown-ass man sucking on this goddamn
Goddamn
cotton
candy
candy stick?
So they do what
Holy
any responsible
shit.
adult would do. They give it to their children. I mean, shit, kids love cotton candy. All of a sudden, business is booming for Vaporizer Laboratories, so they start cooking up even harder. Boom, Sour Patch Kids juice. Boom, applesauce juice. And boom, baby food juice. These babies will be sucking that shit like a soother. Kids' first words will be looking like,
Wait, I get like a minute 30.
yo.
Oh my god, honey.
This might not
Jackson's
be
gonna
it,
say
but
his first words.
possibly like 2 seconds.
Yeah, oh, let's hear it. Yo.
Yo, Pops. Well, let me bum a hit off that 50 Nick Guava Ice, G.
Yo, just wait till they drop that breast milk flavor, bro. Shit, these newborn babies won't even know what hit them. They'll be returning customers for life, which will probably be like 12 years max. Now, the reason I say all this is to let you know that vaping not only intruded my high school years, but also my years in middle school. I was first introduced to these bad boys at the ripe age of 13. And with a little bit of that good old peer
Okay.
pressure, I folded, bro. Like, what was I supposed to do, bro? Like not take the hit?
Yeah, you're not supposed to. Bro.
No, I probably should not have taken the hit. But from that point on, I started doing a little dabbling, you know. I mean, as a
Okay, I got
13-year-old,
it.
there's only one answer to someone asking, yo, dude, you want to try a hit of this blueberry
Oh, of
guacamole
course,
milkshake
of course,
ice
this
flavor,
is her.
dude? And
Now
that answer
we'll
is
end it with
abso-fucking-lutely, dude. And I was never a fiend
Calm
or
down,
anything,
Jake.
but I will say, I popped a few ghosts and blown a few O's back in my day, but it had never gotten to the point of me owning a vape until one day. This story takes place way back in grade 7. Me and the boys were posted in science class dissecting cowballs or some shit when Mr. Principal burst through the door like,
Is Tessa here? Yeah, she's right there.
and I look at Tessa and she just tosses her vape over to her homie Kate. And I seen that shit clear as day, but Mr.
No!
Principal's old ass must have forgot to wear his contacts or something. Cause he runs a quick pat down on Tessa looking for said vape, but sure enough, he doesn't find it.
Miss Rhodes told me
whatever.
you were vaping in her class. Is this
Hey!
true?
Psst, no, I would never.
30-15! Holy crap, that's
okay.
not so 30, but it's so good.
And then the bell
Still.
rang and everybody knew what that meant. It was nut break. Now I don't know who the